This is interesting, and some drivers are lagging a bit. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to the Paris Prix. At the moment, drivers are currently doing warm up around the circuit, and then we will be able to bring you coverage of the actual race itself in about 10 minutes ish. As of now, TDM Fan is currently top of the timing charts in warm up. And then right after this, drivers will begin gridding up on the start, right at the start line for the start of the race. As of now, it looks as if we have more drivers now than we did in qualifying, so this will be interesting to see how things turn out today in this race.
Drivers that include JG and Hightecher 546.
Very much so. Hilltecker indeed driving for the
HWA team.
Very much so indeed. We will quickly jump on board with Hilltecker in the other HWA. His teammate is starting in 5th today. A lot of lag today, which is quite interesting because this is not what was happening earlier on today.
Yes, when a lot of people are on the track, this has tended to happen over the past few weeks.
Indeed, and Hilltecker, one of the people are lagging badly as he spins it. Let's see, we'll go on board with Captain Bo in the BMW. Yet again, quite a lot of lag for a lot of people.
The car setting the fastest lap of the weekend with a 41.8.
And that's quicker than his qualifying time, which he set earlier on today. As Capitan spins it, coming down. There is quite a lot of lag, and this is not something we've seen at other circuits before.
That might affect the drivers if the damage is still on and the crash walls.
Damage will still probably be on for this race. And by the looks of it, a lot of drivers have started to not lag a lot now, but now we will jump on board with Dakar in the Audi Sport Schaeffler, currently top of the timings right now. As he now comes past turn 14. As a Mahindra stopped in the middle of the track there, so that's interesting. Into turn 2, hits the wall slightly.
It's a clean line into the turn 3, turn 4, and doesn't hit the apexes on both, as it might affect his stability.
Indeed, and usually warm-up can be a good tool for drivers who have got no practice, haven't been at qualifying either. So for them it could...
Yep.
So for them it could really be useful in a number of ways.
Yes, for the likes of JG and Hilltecker, it's 10-minute or 15-minute practice session will be very useful.
Indeed.
Oh, and Riley, who I don't believe was... Yeah, he only came in for the qualifying session.
Indeed, so this will help him get a few more experience on this track. And at the minute, there's so much drivers, it's all hard to watch at the same time.
The car is still in the lead with Lenore 7 times behind.
Indeed. will now jump on board with Tebos 978 in the HWA race lab. Looks as if he's racing a Chichita into turn 10 here.
Hopefully we can see this close racing in the actual race today.
Yep, he's racing super as they come through turn 1, past the timing line here, and then onto the start line here. And then there's about 45 seconds left of warm-up left, and once drivers cross the line, then they move to their grid slots on the grid.
Which we will be getting the race then.
Indeed.
Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties like previous races. The lights, I believe, were not working in two races ago.
Very much so. At the moment, there's a lot of cars coming through turn 2 now. About 3 in the line now. We'll make it 4. As they all come down the start line now. As the checkered flag is about to fall, TDM fan will now make his way to the grid. TDM is the first of the drivers. Well, on my screen, he crossed the line too. I guess
they seem to have drove past us.
Indeed, or maybe it's that these drivers will get one. After they cross the line, they can do a whole lap again, then come back to the grid. As there's a couple of people that have dived into the pits. Okay, the instructions were, and it looks as if there's going to be a server shutdown, according to race control. So that means we will be going on a very short ad break until the server is restarted. We will be back to bring you live coverage of the race later on today in about 10 minutes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Paris C Prix. As of now, the drives are currently gridding up, and a quick championship update. If Dakar wins the race today, he will officially become the Formula E champion of Season 4. Currently, he lines up on pole position just ahead of him. Soon the drivers will move to the grid spot ahead of them, and then we'll begin the race.
In second place is Project User in the Audi as well, so they'll be looking for a 1-2 finish to also try complete the Constructors' Championship.
Indeed. It's currently an Audi front row lockout. Can they transform that into an Audi 1-2?
They'll try their best, but behind them is the Geox. Actually, Geox aren't really in the mix. The Nissan of Kaikira, I believe, is starting 6th, so he'll be looking to make up some good places today to get some valuable points in the battle for first place in the Constructors' Championship.
Very much so indeed. While we're here, we'll quickly run through the grid of today's race. On pole position is Dakar for the Audi Sport Schaeffler team, and he's just ahead of his teammate in second place. TDM fan for Geox Dragon is in third, while Lano09 on his debut is fourth. Terboz on his first Super Bowl appearance is in fifth place, while Kaikira had a massive mistake and qualifying is down in sixth place. In 7th place is the other Geox Dragon of Sonic. In 8th place is the BMW of Capitan. While it is Venturi 9 and 10 with Adrian and Super Funny Matt. In 11th is Riley, 12th is Super, 13th is Al Nuno, 14th is Chris, and 15th is Kevin O'Matic.
Currently, some of the drivers are doing a dance to symbolise their appreciation for the fans behind the crash gates.
Very much so indeed. As any minute now, they will begin to move to the grid spot ahead of them to begin the race.
Instead of doing a formation lap in Formula E, they do a burnout to the next grid slot to warm up their tyres. It was also a dance to symbolise the lovely staff at BBC and to show their appreciation to us.
Yep, indeed. As all the drivers now begin pulling forward to the grid spot ahead of them. As the drivers prepare for this race, it is Dakar on pole with his teammate ahead of him. Will Dakar can Dakar do it today? That is the big question.
All the drivers are confirming their readiness, and they will be ready to go any minute. Well, okay.
And here come the lights. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Paris. And we go
green in Paris.
Green in Paris. Dakar pulls away well. His teammate looks to have had a bad start. His Dakar currently leads while Project User has had a very bad start and has dropped to the back of the field already. And it looks as if there's a stall on the grid. Indeed, it looks as if Chris is stalled on the grid, but he's now moving again. So far, we've had a very chaotic start to the Paris Prix.
The car already pulling away from the Neo behind him.
Meanwhile, it is very close at the front of the...
Oh, and there's a crash. I believe the BMW Andretti has crashed.
That could be, and there's... Yep. Super Funny Max is right on Daker's tail.
So before Max actually taking the lead.
Indeed, as he takes the lead through turn 4 now. With Lano 09 impressively up to 3rd.
Sabaz keeping in his 5th place for the HW18. That would be some good points for them.
So far, Super Funny Max.
Oh, and JJ, as he's only just came into this session, not even learning the track, he is already up into 4th place.
Very much so indeed. Been a lot of position changes just in this one race already. As we're seeing Chris stalled on the grid, he's now down to 17. So
the car
far,
not having the best of races.
Indeed, and there is currently a lot of position battles all over the track right now. As Daka gets very close, we now go on board with Daka, who seems to have taken the lead. But for how much longer will he take the lead? He can hold on to it as Super Funny Max makes a big oversteer correction. Exiting turn 3 into turn 4 into turn 5. They're getting very close.
Super Funny Max not able to reduce that distance between them.
Indeed, and there's a Mahindra behind them, which is Lano 04. Now currently entering the final few turns.
Lanor 09 struggling to make any positions as he's currently in 12th place.
A very impressive qualifying, but sadly has dropped down all the way down there. As there's a yellow in sector 3, it looks as if someone's got stuck, or by the looks of things.
That's... I'll search the track. Oh no, the green flag is out.
Indeed, looks as if someone had a spin. At the moment, Lano 04 up in 3rd place.
Super Funny Max keeping the car in check, with the time staying around 8 tenths.
Indeed, this will be interesting to see how things will turn out.
The Neo of... Let's do a sec.
Chris Neal's by the looks of things. Or there's another Neo, I think.
Yes, I believe it is Chris Neal's. I don't actually know the other
Chris
Neo on
Neal has
track.
been lapped. So after having
Yeah.
a bad start, he's already been lapped, and hopefully he can try and make a comeback, but we'll have to see how it turn out.
Super Spinala slowly making their way up the grid. Not amazing performance by him.
Very much so. Currently, Super Funny Max is 3 seconds behind, but he's coming under pressure from Lano 04. How much longer could he hold 2nd place for?
The car now pushing away with the lead, with a 3-second gap developing. TDM fan actually is dropping down from 3rd to, well, 4th. He has just gained his place back from Quick-Kira.
Indeed, Kaikira, not really a good qualifying performance after he made a mistake, but he's slowly starting to make his way back up the grid.
See, Capitambo had a good qualifying, but now is struggling down in 12th place.
Indeed, a lot of drivers starting to struggle, especially with a bit of lag. These drivers will struggle a lot. And a quick,
Luckily they
yeah,
luckily they haven't... Oh, you can go first, this is gonna keep happening.
and a quick reminder: Daka does win the championship if he can keep his current position, leading at the front.
Is this only if he wins, or does he have to get a certain position?
Only if he wins.
Ah,
At the minute, Super Funny Max and there's... Okay, I thought HWA was stranded, turns out solely lag, but we'll jump on board now with Super Funny Max currently in second place. And behind him, Lano04 chasing him aggressively down as much as he can.
With a 1.3 second gap between the two drivers.
Indeed, and they're starting to feel... There's like a sort of train forming behind Super Funny Max now, so this will be interesting to see. As Lano's lost a bit of time to Super Funny Max there on the last lap, so...
The Geox and Neo behind him, I think of TDM Fan and Tabaz. No.
Chris Neal's, but he is that.
Ah, yes, he's a backmark.
Yep. But now we will go on board with Lano04 as we see him try and chase down Super Funny Max. Can he do it soon enough? That is the question. As they make their way around the final few turns, 6.8. Lano is just behind by around 1.2 seconds.
I rotate.
TDM Fan slowly gaining time on Lenore, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
If TDM's lucky enough, he can make a move on both Lano and Super Funny Max. As it looks as if Hiltecker has been lapped and he's being lapped by the front runners now.
Hiltecker complaining about his he hasn't been promoted. I believe there is a second team with that HWA. But with the performance he is showing today, I am not really surprised.
Ooh. Lano has a bit of a momentum slide there as he's starting to really close up on Super Funny Max. 0.4 seconds separate them.
Oh.
We could really see a move happen here any moment as Hiltecker trying to get ahead of the front runners, but he's now been lapped completely by Super Funny Max.
Yes, he will struggle to get that position. Oh, has he stopped on the track or is that lag?
That's probably lag.
No, I do believe he's actually stopped on the track.
He's lagged. He's moving, but he's lagging, that's why.
Yeah.
But the gap is very close, and Lano looks as if he's taken second place, and he has. But Super Funny Max isn't done yet. Into turn 3 they come. Super Funny Max gets back in second place, but how much longer?
Both taking nearly identical lines between there.
Very much so. Lano looks to stay ahead for a bit, but Super Funny Max still not done with it yet.
The Venturi having a much better exit out of that corner.
Indeed, and onto the long straight. Looks as if they're lapping a Jaguar now. Close. Can he make a move into this turn here? Lano looks to keep right behind him as there's a yellow in sector 1 and then
Chris Neal's really struggling this whole race.
Chris Neal's is stuck in the wall. Okay, the marshals are trying to get him out now by the looks of things. But Lano looks to have taken second place from Super Funny Max, but for how much longer? Looks as if he'll keep it for now. But TDM Fan now also gets into third place, so Super Funny Max having a bit of a struggle.
TDM Fan now getting past Super Funny Max and in the slipstream of the Panasonic Jaguar.
Indeed. The Panasonic Jaguar is just basically a back marker at this point, but Super Funny Max now dropping down the order.
Project user not being able to take back them spaces he lost at the start as well.
Indeed. Unfortunately, Max, it's not going too well. He was running in second place for a while until he was swallowed by two cars.
Now Tabaz might be chasing him down.
Indeed, but back there in the midfield, it looks as if there's going to be a bit of a battle for 7th place. As Kokira leads a Venturi, which is Melodic Adrian, and then right behind them is Sonic. As they exit turn number 9. And it looks as if Chris Neal's is retiring from this race.
He's being given the option. And that is Kakira, he spins.
Kaikira has spun, exiting turn 10. Probably carried a bit too much speed or oversteered it way too much. So he's going to drop down the order, as a matter of fact, down to 10th by the looks of things. Indeed. But he's going to have a scrap with the BMW as they come down the main straight.
And JG will be trying to gain up some time he lost.
Indeed. Daka now comes round. A lot of people have been lapped today as Kokira makes another mistake and sticks it to the wall. He's got going again this time.
Which means JG will have taken that spot back. Project User now being the car behind him.
Indeed, Project User on the front row alongside his teammate, now down in 12th, so he's lost 10 positions this race already.
The car now lapping to Cheetah of...
Cheetah of Super Legend. As he's now about to lap his teammate by the looks of things. This has a massive oversteer momento through that corner.
Luckily able to keep it on the track.
Indeed, and it looks as if there's a scrap for second place. TDM fan looks to have gained second place from Lano, but they're still very close to each other.
Podium and Lano are both gaining time on the car, as that move was costly.
Very much so indeed.
The car also having enough time to type in chat to his fellow fans while he drives.
It's called great communication.
It's truly astonishing what these drivers are capable of.
Indeed, Daka now begins lap 18, while over in second place there's a scrap going on between Lano and the Mahindra and also TDM fan in the Geox Dragon. Very close to each other. He will quickly now go on board with Lano 04 in the Mahindra. Currently still chasing after TDM fan. Will he be able to get his second place back?
Both catching up to the car. Is the car now starting to feel the pressure?
Very much so indeed. And there's a Mahindra there. Looks like it's Riley is about to be lapped. And it looks as if Project User has been lapped, as that's a spin there for Riley in front of his teammate. Very interesting, so... It's been a very bad day for Project User. He started second and now he's been lapped by Daka.
Although they are matching times by the looks of it. But the car gets better eggs out of that and now passes his teammate. Another group of about 7 cars in front.
Project User about 1 second down on Daka last lap. But still for second place.
Oh, God.
God. The Daka now begins lap 20.
Oh, I see.
But as of now, TDM fan is starting to pull away from Lano now. So this will be interesting.
The traffic might start to distract Dakar as there is still another about 5 cars in front of him. That might ruin his braking points and cause a big distraction for him.
Indeed. Super Funny Max might be able to catch Lano, but that all depends. Lano at the end of turn 10. All Super Funny Max needs now is possibly a spin or a mistake from Lano to be able to even get third place.
Kakira trying to come back, now back in 8th place, attacking Mellow Adrian.
Indeed. As they're currently having a scrap over 7th place. Who's going to get it into turn 10? Looks as if Kaikira will. But they're still not done yet. Coming past the final few turns, they're about to, by the looks of things, lap their HWA, which by the looks of things is Hiltecker.
Oh. Mellow and Adrian takes back his oh, never mind.
And he's still they're still going for it.
The Tabaz of the HWA of Tabaz now in his own race, as he's not really battling anyone.
Indeed. We will now quickly go on board with Melodic Adrian, who is fighting Kaikira, but by the looks of things, Kaikira is starting to pull away now. So this will be interesting. As Melodic Adrian is trying to get desperately past the lapped HWA.
Only 3 laps remaining in the Paris E-Prix.
4.
Oh yes.
Now 3.
Now 3.
This Daka looks as if he's about to lap a few more people. Daka has shown blistering pace today in this race.
And I'm sure he'll keep doing that for the next few races.
Very much so indeed, and it looks as if Lanor's hungry to take back second place from TDM Fan as they enter turn 3.
Only 7 tenths between them.
Very much so. We quickly go on board with Lanor. We go on board with Lanor in 3rd place right now, 7 tenths behind TDM Fan. These two have been battling all race for 2nd place, but who's going to get it?
And I don't believe Super Funny Max is now in contention for that last podium spot.
Probably not.
As he, I think, yes, he is now practically in his own race. The closest rival to him is Tabaz behind him. And Lano R9, I believe, has now overtaken Tabaz. Never mind, wrong car.
Indeed, this is starting to get a bit more...
Oh, and Dakar spins.
The race leader has spun it. Can he keep it together? By the looks of things, that is TDM Fan right on his tail. Oh no, never mind, that's not it.
Now TDM Fan spun.
Lano takes back 2nd place. It's the final lap. Things are kicking off here.
I'm surprised they were that far behind. I thought that would really affect Dakar's race.
Daka trying very hard to try and get his place back. Will he be able to do it?
Only 2 seconds separate Lenore and TDM Fan. Oh no, Lenore 2nd. What?
TDM.
Oh yes, that.
Oh, Daka's flipped it! Daka's flipped it!
Oh, he's just done some magical teleport. What is this madness? Wait.
And TDM Fan
Wait,
get it.
Lenore. Last of Lenore. No.
Oh.
Wait.
Daka crosses the line. Lanor won.
Wait, Lanor won.
Lanor's won. Lanor comes home to take victory.
Excuse me?
Lanor comes home to take victory for Mahindra by a tight 0.03.
Yeah.
What an amazing race that was. TDM Fan comes home in 3rd place to complete the podium.
The second person I believe that has bet Dakar.
And that is Mahindra's largest point haul since Santiago at the start of the season. What
That'll bring
a finish!
25 points. That'll bring Mahindra up to possibly 5th place. Actually, no, about 6th place.
Oh my, that is the most...
I think we can get a live reaction from Dakar if he wants to unmute himself.
Yeah, Daka, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so first thing.
Oh, I have him 0.
First thing, what the hell was that? I literally flipped.
Yeah, that
And
is the
second thing,
expected.
Oh,
I hit the barrier with the back of my car. On the last turn, nice.
On my screen, you were ahead of Lenore as well, so it didn't make any sense that.
a lot of vision lag that causes this. Sadly, Daka, unfortunately for that last lap accident, you won't be winning the championship today. How does that make you feel?
I mean, if Hofla is still ahead, technically he's not going to attend since he's sim racing now.
And
Well, unlucky Daka.
Yeah, really
Do you think-
unlucky.
I believe the next Grand Prix is your home one, Or Ypres?
Next race is Berlin.
Maybe not. Well, will you be going to the grid, or is this
We're
too
now
much?
going to the podium. Lana will be
Oh yeah, the podium. How am I getting this?
Lana will be celebrating that for a long, long time to come.
Yes, and a very important finish for your team.
Very much so. Being in Mahindra Reserve, I was not expecting. I was probably expecting Lana to get a podium, but a win for us is bonkers.
Especially on his debut, it's something magical.
Well, not his debut, but debut on
Oh.
the controller. But you know,
Ah, yes. How are you so flat? What?
that is probably the best thing we've probably seen for a while. As we now come to the podium celebration in a bit.
Go behind this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going on on a short break, and then we'll be back for the podium celebration. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. The drivers have lined up on the podium, and now we will be witnessing the podium celebration. And ladies and gentlemen, we will now be hearing the national anthem of the Netherlands. As we see the drivers dancing on the podium after that excellent race, probably one of the most chaotic. We've probably streamed it. And we'll probably be listening to the Indian national anthem for Mahindra. And shortly after this, we will be doing post-race interviews. As we will be talking to a few drivers in a bit. Firstly, we'll be talking to the. Firstly, we'll be talking to the Mahindra team owner. And by the looks of things, we probably. Right, we will now be talking to Dion, the Mahindra team boss. Hello there, Dion. How are you feeling?
I'm just shaking with emotion. I can't believe what just happened.
Did you think you were going to win this race at all?
No, to be honest, I didn't imagine it. It came out of nowhere.
And then when you saw Dakar flip and you saw Lano literally just take the lead, how were you feeling at that rate?
It came out of nowhere. My heart was going through the roof.
And then when you saw Dakar flip,
to be honest, I didn't see Dakar flip initially, but I heard the stream saying it.
And then
TV and watched Lanor. I was on board with Lanor at that time.
Indeed, and if TDM fan hadn't spun it before, he probably would have taken the win. Even if you got a podium, how would you have felt initially?
It just feels amazing. Massive thanks to Lanor for just for driving this to this win. Obviously, yeah, he's really shown what he's capable of.
And it's Mahindra's first big points all since Santiago in round 2 of this season. So Lano 04, basically your driver. Considering the pace he's shown, what position were you expecting him to finish?
I was expecting a midfield position. Some points I don't know, between 6th and 10th. So yeah, I wasn't even expecting a podium out of this. And then we get a win. Yeah, I'm just so amazed. I can't find any words for it.
And he's also started at the back of the grid, and back of the grid to first place is a pretty big achievement.
Yeah, it sure is.
Very much so. Is there anything else you would like to say about this?
No.
Yeah, I
sorry.
just wanted to thank the entire team for their performances, and I hope we can continue on with this streak of good performances.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Duel. We'll now move on to Dakar. A little shame that you couldn't wrap up the championship, and more or less you lost the lead at the final corner. How does that make you feel?
Well, technically, I won the championship because I can attend all the races, and that's about it. Yeah, the last lap sucked so much.
When you
Can we Yeah, you go first.
when you saw Lionel come first on the timing tower, what were you thinking? On your screen, you thought you were ahead, but then you saw Lionel first.
Vision lag,
Yeah, vision
lag, rip.
lag is a big.
when I saw that he beat me by only tenths of a second, I was like, wait, what the hell?
Yes, I believe it was the same for all of us.
Well, when I flipped, I forgot which direction to go, so because I was completely lost.
Oh dear.
And I
You
also
had previously
spun on the final corner.
spun, did you, at the lap before as well?
I accidentally hit the curb and went spinning with my
Because I
right
expected
side.
them to be.
Dakar, would you like to bring us news? Would you like me to bring you news?
Okay.
We said you had to win to wrap up the championship, but with our calculations, guess what you've done? I am proud to announce that you are the Season 4 champion of Formula E.
Yay! Woo! Amazing.
Ecstatic, you now win a prize pool of 10 Robux.
Yay!
I'll contribute 100.
I only have 14.
I have like
I have
200,
145.
so
Well, congrats, Dakar. We'll leave you to do your celebrations while me and the Mahindra gang will do our celebrations.
thank you.
And then TDM fan.
Hello.
Hello, TDM fan. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm actually pretty proud of this result. The unlucky thing is, if I didn't barely grace that wall on the finals on like one of the final turns, I probably would have won that. P3 is still very good. I'm really happy with that.
And especially you started to pick up the pace quite a lot during this season. It's your first. You had a podium last race in Marrakesh, and now you've got another third place in Paris. So could you probably, because we saw what happened to Dakar, and if you hadn't made that mistake, would you have probably won the race?
Yes. Yes, I would have won that race if I didn't make that mistake.
I mean, what do you have to say to the rest of your podium colleagues?
Very, very sad for Dakar. I'm honestly really sad for him, like, jokes aside.
I mean, I'm also sad.
We all are sad.
Well done
He's
to
still on the
Lano.
championship, he's fine.
Well done to Lano. GG, I guess, on that first. At least we got a Ferrari 3-2 here, which is epic.
A Ferrari 3-2. Wait, what?
What?
Ion.
Oh.
Oh. Wait, what?
I mean, we can bring in other leagues to this chat, right?
No, I'm
Okay.
just confused. I didn't follow it.
Okay, fine. You can, but please.
All right.
But as of now, it looks as if you're going to be elevated. Let's have a look. Up to probably ahead of your teammate in 10th.
Whoa, dub. What can
Yeah.
I say?
This
Big
game
dub.
means so much to people. Clearly.
Well, Daka's just run away with the championship already, so
Hmm.
I'll run away with
Wait.
his kneecap if you know what.
Don't worry, I can make him fly away with the championship. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh no.
Today is the most cursed day I have ever been in.
okay,
He's
and
gone.
there he's off. He's
He's
off.
gone.
He's off to space already.
No!
Chip.
Gone. You atoms.
Anyway, congratulations to you, Lado. We know you can't speak, so oof, but
Today
congrats.
should have been the day that the British national anthem should have played. That's depressing.
If only Alpha was here.
Congrats to Dion, congrats to Invisible Dake, congrats to Lano and Lano04. Congrats to DDM Fan.
New.
Once again, thank you, Bxno.
Big GG's.
Thank you very much.
I don't think we're giving Lanor 09 an interview as
No.
they finished
No.
sixth.
Nah.
Yeah,
If anything, you should give Teb Oz an interview. He did pretty well.
Alright, okay, we'll try and get him in.
yeah,
Dub.
congratulations to the track.
Large
Actually,
dub.
Wait, oh, a big score for HWA. That's what it is.
Yeah.
If you guys want, I can get him in here. Like, just
Yeah.
tell him.
Well, one of
I
us.
think it's
one
full.
of you guys has to leave, so.
Oh well.
No, I mean leave.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna invite him as soon as.
Yeah, do you want to leave? Because we've done it.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Bye, lol.
GG's. Well, I'm just gonna.
Alright, okay, looks like we're not going to be interviewing Turbos, but once again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming in to this race. And we'll see you soon for Berlin. And if Turbos would like an interview, too late.
Mega rip for him. GG's and that. Thank you for joining us today. It's been an eventful race, that's to say the least.
I've been Bxno, he's been Aaron, and we'll see you in Berlin for hopefully another chaotic race. That's alright.
This